On today's episode of Create, we make a plan, farm some iron, find a new friend, demolish the natural landscape, and build a house. Let's get started. Welcome back to Create, folks. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. And honestly, thank you so much for all the support on the last episode. It was by far my channel's most highest performing episode. Unbelievably amazing. Thank you all so very much. Also, if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so, because I think it was about 90-ish or more % of you watching weren't subscribed. I would love the support. That would be fantastic. But anyways, let's start creating. And actually, before we start creating, I just noticed this. We got a little quest thingy up here. Look at this. Look at all these quests we did. Unbelievable. I don't know if there's a way to get a quest book, but there's absolutely a way to get a quest book. Look at that. All right, so we've obtained any log, so we get to get some reward here. Ooh, what do we actually, oof. I mean, either one of them is going to be easy to obtain, but let's get some mangrove here. We get some planks, and let's get some cherry planks for reasons. And we've completed, I've gone ahead and checked through all of our different quest things. This is absolutely fantastic. And we have raw gold here. I don't know if we have any gold on us, but one of the quests here I actually would like to do is to get a nature's compass, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be relatively easy to grab one of those today for our list of things to do. Now, this also has some other quests in it. We've got, you know, kill a creeper. There's the whole mobs quest thing, which is fantastic. There's the overworld mob, the nether, the end. There's create stuff. This is absolutely fantastic. We'll be going over some of this as we complete them, but I don't want to have to click through all of these with you all today. Well, now that that's done, let's get back to what I wanted to do today. And honestly, I've got a lot that I want to accomplish today, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves a clipboard, throw some things on it. And see what we can tick off by the end of the episode. Now, I think what we'll do with these is keep maybe a backpack or a chest just full of these things and see what we've accomplished by the end of the series. Just a whole ton of clipboards with everything we've done in each episode, and I think that would be neat. Well, now that business is out of the way, I want to talk about home life a little bit while I go and pick up some lava. So, full disclosure, I am not a full-time content creator. Balance work, a family, other interests, as well as YouTube, so I'm gonna do my darndest to get these episodes out as much as I can, hopefully every week. Now, I also realized that this video took about 2 weeks to release, and the biggest reason is the day after I released episode 1, my partner went on vacation for about 6 days. So, yeah, I was solo dad for a whole 6 days, and, you know, it went about as well as you would expect. No, I'm kidding. It was fine. It was totally fine. We had an absolute blast, the kids and I. Everybody's safe, everybody's healthy. It was so much fun. But now that my partner is back, we can get on with things. I did do a bit of mining and stuff while she was away one night, and it was a bad decision. I stayed up way too late and I was exhausted the next day, but I did find a whole bunch of stuff. I got some iron ingots. I got a lot of iron, actually. A whole bunch of zinc. I just mined some of this up here. Yeah, we found some, where is it? Amethyst. We found a geode. I got a bit of calcite and some dripstone. This blue line over here, if I turn the map on, here it is. This is a huge deposit of ochrum, right? And ochrum we can use later to make gold, I believe, if we crush it. So I wanted to just pinpoint that. I found so many aquifers underground, and I made some doors, and I went around and mined a whole bunch of stuff. Also, I got this! On my first drowned kill, I think it was my first, I got a freaking trident. I love tridents. They're not really that good, but I really like the aesthetic. So once we get this thing all enchanted up, I'll probably use that more often than not, to be perfectly honest. I think tridents are so neat. So even though we have a good amount of it, the first thing on our list is iron. And I feel like iron is one of those things where once you start farming it, everything else just opens up so much quicker and easier. I'm just going to tear down some of this stuff here. And it becomes so much easier to get started and get going. And I have an idea for a tiny little iron farm that's going to be unbelievably slow, but it's going to get us going for now. So we're going to use mechanical drills, and we're essentially just going to put lava on water to make stone, and then drill out the stone to get cobblestone, put that directly in one of these grindstone thingies, grind that down into gravel, grind the gravel down, and I think after we grind gravel, we have a chance to get flint and iron nuggets. So it's not going to be the quickest thing in the world. I could probably find some more lava to make it bigger and faster, better, stronger. But for right now, we'll set it up with 3 and see how far we get. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I have been super duper busy, as you can tell by my awesome new shades. But yeah, we now have an iron farm, and this thing's been running for, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. We already got ourselves enough nuggets for an ingot. And by grind the gravel, I meant wash the gravel. So essentially what we've got going up here, we've got lava on top of waterlogged mechanical drills. Underneath this is just a bunch of water, so the lava is touching the water, that's turning into stone. The mechanical drills are drilling that down into cobble, which is collecting in these chutes, which is then going into these millstone, which looks like they need to go a little bit faster. And then those are dropping into chutes and getting washed on this very slow conveyor belt, and everything is dropping into, wow, we almost have 2 nuggets already, 2 ingots, excuse me, and everything is going into this chest. Now, like I said, it's not the greatest thing in the world. I had to use 2 freaking windmills for it. Let me pick this lava back up real quick. There we go. 2 windmills for it, 1 for the drilling part and 1 for the collecting and washing part. And it's super ugly, which is why I put it behind this little hill from the rest of our stuff. But I wanted to get this up and running so that way, while we're doing all of our crazy stuff and building our starter base, etc., we have iron that's being created, because just a steady streamline of iron is so needed in any beginner world. You gotta get iron. You really do. But anyways, let's tick some things off our list, eh? Iron farm, wrench, goggles. Awesome. I don't know what we're gonna do. Nature's compass. Let's do that. And done. We did it. You can check that off the list, I guess. No, I'm kidding. So what this thing does is you right-click on it and you can pick a biome and then hit start search, and it will tell you, hey, there is a Badlands that way, 4,000 blocks or 3,000 blocks away, right? Roughly 3,000 blocks away. You can do it again, and you can find yourself, let's see, taiga, and you start your search, and you can turn around and go this way. Look at that, 1,000 blocks. Start walking, you find yourself a taiga. It's gonna be great. But yeah, this thing is pretty incredible. This is gonna be great for finding resources for our starter home, because we need some terracotta, and I really need to find a desert to get some cactus. But Badlands sometimes have cactus in them, so we'll go to a Badlands here pretty soon. And 3,000 blocks. It's gonna be rough. Now, next on our list was find spruce and dark oak, and I found some spruce. And I found some dark oak. So, no, I'm kidding. I'm gonna go mine some, and then get some saplings, and then we can tick that off the list. Well, I found a couple of skunks. I almost froze to death in some powdered snow. We got our spruce. We almost got killed by a bear. And we found our dark oak. And check. I've been a busy bee off camera. As you can see here, I have done some backpack upgrades. I've made myself a minecart contraption, the first time I've ever used one of these. And if you see on the top, I've also been doing a little bit of digging with this thing as well. Off in that direction, I found some andesite, and I severely needed some. So I just decided to give it a shot, see what happens. And also behind us, we have a little food farm going over here. And we're farming pretty much all of the veggies that I have right now. For some reason, it doesn't get these ones here on like the corners. But what this has allowed me to do is play around a little bit with Farmer's Delight, so I can get a little bit of extra better food instead of the things that I was eating, because I think I was eating bread before. And we're going to take these with us. We're going to take the little mutton chops and the tomatoes, etc., because these barbecue on a stick, really, really good food. Now, when I say take, obviously I mean on our adventure to go find a Badlands, because I am in desperate need of terracotta. So we are going to head off in this direction. We're going to go see if we can find us some terracotta, and we are going to mine out a ton of it with our brand new mining machine. And I'm hoping to get like a few stacks at least, maybe about 10 or 20. We'll see what happens. Looks like we're on another sea adventure. Hit that sea shanty music. Dolphin buddy, right as we go by an ocean monument. Avast me hearties, treasure. Oh, yes, I would love to have a horse. That would be so helpful. Oh, the personal horse mod is literally the best. All right, folks, what are we naming this horse? Horse needs a name. Oh, what is that? Tarantula Hulk? Ah! What is happening? What's happening to me? God, don't eat me, please. Ah! That was awful. There we go. That's more like it. So, I'm just gonna bore into the side of this. Oh, I thought that was one, like, giant thing. Jeepers. I'm just gonna bore into the side of this thing and dig out as much as I can, to be honest. I cannot wait to bring this thing underground. I've been out here for a little while, and I got 2 entire barrels and a little bit extra of terracotta. This was stuff that I dug up earlier, but holy moly, this thing is incredible. I can't wait until we get those thingies that, I think they're deployers, it can just place down rail in front of itself just so it can keep going forever. That's gonna be incredible. But, yeah, I really need to bring this thing underground. That's gonna be so cool. I hope 2 barrels are gonna be enough for our needs. I'm not really entirely sure. I'm gonna gamble. Worst comes to worst, we have to come back, and that's really not that big a deal. As we're riding back home, I want to talk to you guys about what I want to do with this series. So something I've always wanted to do in Minecraft is build an underground dwarven sprawling city. I'm a huge Warhammer Fantasy nerd, and I've always loved dwarves, and I think it would just be super wonderful to have this, like, steam-powered underground city with gears and cogs and everything going all over the place.
Roaring fires, malt beer, red meat off the bone.
I think that would just fit the dwarf aesthetic so well. So what I want to do first in our little meadow area is get all of our basic farms and everything set up and ready so we can go out and find our perfect dwarven hold area. And I think what that would look like is just some gigantic mountain that we can carve into the side of and make some absolutely crazy elaborate dwarven keep. But that's something where our nature's compass is going to come in super handy, because I want to look for stony peaks just so we have that huge imposing and I think stony peaks are the ones that can get snow on them as well, because I think that would work out very well. But having this large open stony area that we can just drill right into and place our dwarven roots in, I think would be super awesome. Welcome to your new home, No Name. Now, as I clean up and set up a little bit of a cactus farm, I just want to let you all know that we really are only missing one other thing to build this house. I guess 2 other things. We need a little bit of diorite, and we also need some deep slate. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead down deep into the world, take our little drill machine with us, and dig out some deep slate just so we have enough blocks to finish this house. Oh boy. Oh, I set off a thing. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, I think we gotta change direction here. After digging out a ton of the world, we made some shiny new armor with the diamonds that we found ourselves a lush cave to get a bunch of clay for bricks, made a bunch of workbenches, and that brings us to now, where we can actually start building our house. Man, I gotta be honest, I look awesome in these goggles. We absolutely do not have enough resources to build this entire thing, but that's okay. We've got enough, I think, for now. We're definitely gonna need more calcite. But I think we're gonna be good for the most part. I don't know if we're gonna have enough bricks. I'm kind of really worried about that. But anyways, I made this little platform here. Let me go over into FreeCam. We made this little platform here. We'll make the side of it look super nice. Don't worry. Once the house is in here, we're going to move No Name. Cue music and start the thing. Let's get the whole montage going on. Look at me. Look how cool I look. Anyways, no, let's start the music. Let's go. is done. Well, sorta. It's still lacking a lot of block variation and texturing and all that sort of stuff, but here's the finished product. Oh my gosh, except for that, don't look at that. I'll fix that in a second. Here's the finished product, and this took me forever. Oh my gosh, I hemmed and hawed on the design for this thing for days upon days upon days, and I like the way it turned out. It needs more green. I'm gonna put some foliage, some vines creeping up the side of it, etc. And again, block texturing. But other than that, I think it looks pretty great. Now the inside is your standard, oh my gosh, what in the heck is that build where you finish something and let's not worry about it. It's a fixer-upper.
So she's a bit of a fixer-upper.
Yes, it's an absolutely massive and imposing monstrosity of epic proportion, and I need to fix the landscape around it as well with the texturing, but I'm in love with it. I really am. On the inside, because there's so much room, we can put things like our Farmer's Delight, we can have a little kitchen, we can throw all of our storage upstairs, even probably in the attic. We might even have a bedroom. Could you imagine having a bedroom? That would be awesome. Instead of sleeping outside, that'd be great. And we are severely running out of time, not in the day, we're running out of time for me to get this video to you, but there is one more thing that I want to do before we end the episode, and that's unfortunately just go to the Nether. I want to just see what's on the other side of this portal, and I think I have enough stuff. I definitely have enough. I have wheat seeds. That's perfect, exactly what I need. But I just want to see what's in here, and it's probably going to be terrible. Okay, honestly, not bad. Oh, I don't have any gold on. Before those guys see me, I'm gonna head back in here and get some gold. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? All right, perfect. Look at that. Hey, piggos, we're like the best of friends, right? Yeah. Gosh. All right, so we got Crimson over here. This looks like it might be Basalt Delta. Gosh, the echoing noises make this place even more terrifying. I definitely want some of this. This might honestly be the safest nether spawn I've had in any Let's Play ever. This is kind of incredible. All right, speaking of safe, what we're gonna do right now is put ourselves in a box and hit M for menu, because I'm cheaty. I'm kind of cheaty. And really all I'm looking for here is a nether fortress. Hey, there we go. Look at that. All right, that seems a bit of a ways away. Yeah, that's almost 500-ish blocks away, so that's kind of a trek. There's another one over here, but it looks like Basalt Delta, and I'm not about that life. What in the heck? Oh, that's just lava. Besides the one in the Basalt Delta over here, this appears to be the only other one in the immediate vicinity, and honestly, that's not that bad of a trek, so we'll probably tackle that on the next episode. But this is where I'm going to leave you today, folks, hiding very, very bravely in this hole in the Nether. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, especially my patron Wraith. Thank you so much, Wraith, for helping me out, and thanks again for all the support in the last video. Let's see if we can get this one the same. Anyways, folks, my name is Thrillesh, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!